your emotions.
Okay.
You believe you have emotions, right?
Sure.
But can you prove to me you have it? You see where I'm coming from? So you see, science cannot measure whether you love your parents more, your children more, your wife more, or your pet more. They don't have a device to measure that. But one person says, no, that is black. Another person says, no, that is white. So now you have contradictory views. Yes? So this is what I mean. So religions, for example, I'm a Muslim. I believe that Jesus is a prophet of God. He's not God himself. Christianity believes he's God. So you see the views in both religions, the fundamentals are different, are contradictory. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. So when you say you believe in multiple religions, I'm trying to understand how does that work? How do you reconcile the contradictions?
I try to explain. I don't believe in God in a sense of a religion.
Okay.
I just believe that the universe is too much complicated, that anyone has done anything that for its existing.
Okay. I understand.
You understand what I mean? And that's it. But,
okay. So where do you think it came from? Where do you think the universe came from?
From superiority intelligence, but we don't know what it is.
You see, that is just a different way of saying God. when you talk about super intelligent or super,
maybe it's too complicated that we cannot even imagine.
No, I think you're talking about what I would consider as God. It's just I'm using the term God, the label God. You're saying a supernatural being.
Yes.
It's just semantics. So maybe we are talking about the same thing, yeah. But do you think there is an intelligent being which brought about the universe?
Yes.
Do you think that is the most logical possibility?
No, I think it's the most logic.
Yeah. What about you? What do you think?
I think today we don't have the tools. Science don't have tools to explain everything.
Do you think science can really explain everything?
Today we
No,
cannot.
anytime. You see, science has limitations.
It's an evolution because 2,000 years ago we didn't know what we know today.
So, do you believe science has limitations?
For today, yes.
Anytime.
Est-ce qu'à terme, on expliquera tout par la science?
Today we don't know.
I'll give you an example. Science really is talking about the physical world, yeah? It's talking about the natural world, the naturalistic, mostly the physical world. But you see, we believe that something physical exists and something metaphysical also exists. Do you believe that? Or do you only think there is only physical entities and physical things?
What do you define
within the universe?
by metaphysical? What is
something that is not physical. For example, your consciousness. Yeah? Your emotions.
Okay.
You believe you have emotions, right?
Sure.
But can you prove to me you have it? You see where I'm coming from? So you see, science cannot measure whether you love your parents more, your children more, your wife more, or your pet more. They don't have a device to measure that.
I understand.
So there are some certain things which are metaphysical, which science doesn't have. That is not the scope of science. It is not within the scientific.
You're a star.
I think you are a star. You're the guest. So this is what I'm saying. Science is limited to only study of the physical world mostly. Yeah?
Mostly. Okay.
But the metaphysical is beyond the scope of science. Do you agree? Yeah?
I didn't realize it, but yes, okay.
Okay, let me give you an example. You believe you're conscious, yeah? Can you prove it to me objectively that you have consciousness? Prove it objectively. Which means not from your emotions, not from your feelings.
With scientific arguments, no, I can't.
Yeah, so that is the thing. You see, even the scientists are. Oh yeah, there's a bee. Don't worry. If you don't harm it, it won't harm you. Yeah. Maybe you got some honey there? Okay, no problem.
No.
So, if science has limitations to only study about the physical world, then you cannot say to show evidence for God when we believe that God is beyond our physical world. See what I mean? So it is a wrong tool to understand or to acknowledge and identify the existence of God. You cannot use science for that. You can use scientific, certain philosophical arguments like deductive reasoning and so on, but you cannot say, show me empirical evidence using science of the existence of non-physical things.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah?
I agree.
So this is what I mean. So when you say that, I think your family left you.
Yes.
All right, maybe they're coming back. Yeah.
Ouais, on y va.
Was it the bee or was it me? Okay.
Vas-y, you.
So it's that's what I'm saying. So we do believe that this universe exists, and we believe it didn't come from nothing. It didn't create itself. So the only other plausible explanation is there must be a being, like you said, supernatural being, which brought this into existence. Okay. Now the next question would be, how do you identify what are the attributes of this supernatural being? Like it must have certain fundamental attributes.
Fundamental what?
Attributes.
Okay.
You understand? Yeah? Okay, good. For example, look, obviously it must exist, and we know that we normally in philosophy they use the term necessary being. Have you heard of this? Yeah?
No, but I can imagine.
Yeah, so necessary being is basically, sorry, your bag, yeah. Necessary being is like not dependent on anything, whereas everything else is dependent. Like take the universe, take everything in the universe, take your family, take yourself, you're always dependent on something else, yes? And we see also the cause and effect in the around us. For everything, for every effect there must be a cause.
There must be a cause.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, for everything.
Right.
And we know that you heard of the Big Bang, yeah?
Yes.
So many people believe in the Big Bang because that is the most accepted model that we have from the cosmologists study the cosmos, and they say that the Big Bang is the most accepted model. Yes, of course it's theory like everything else, but they got evidence for it and so on. Now the Big Bang, I would consider that to be an effect. So the question would be, what caused it? See what I mean? So this is how we understand that the universe did not just come by itself. There must be a cause that brought it into existence. So now going back to the necessary being I talked about earlier, the necessary being itself shouldn't be dependent. Yeah, so it's independent, must exist eternally. That means no beginning, no end. It must have a will, for example, to create everything, to create the universe and so on. So far, what do you think? Does it make sense?
Yes.
Yes? And you see, we as Muslims, we believe that science and religion are not exclusive in terms of their understanding. Like we don't have to reject science, everything in science. We only reject the parts which conflict or are contradictory to the teaching of Islam. But they are not mutually exclusive, science and religion. You know, I don't know if you heard of this, the scientific method, you know, like finding evidence and basically doing experiments and all those things. The scientific method itself was invented by a Muslim.
Okay.
Yeah. Some of the early scientists were Muslim pioneers. Some of them were Christian pioneers. Yes. I don't know. You heard of this guy? He used to be a pastor in a church. His name was Gregor Mendel, and he's the one who invented or discovered how hybrid plants basically give you better fruit and better products.
Okay.
All right. So he basically did cross-pollination between two different plants, and he created a hybrid plant. And he was a Christian.
Okay.
Yes. Newton, Faraday. These were religious people. So we don't believe that religion and science are mutually exclusive. Yeah. There are certain aspects of science that we will reject, you know, but most of it, I think, is just a study of the world that already exists.
Okay.
So we don't have to consider religion as a taboo. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It should be within our frame of understanding and existence, and also as a form of understanding the metaphysical, because science limits. Beyond that, it cannot go, and religion is able to go both regarding the physical world and also explain the metaphysical world.
Okay.
Yes, like our consciousness, very important. You see, every scientist, they believe they are conscious, not through evidence, but through belief, through faith. So the scientists themselves believe in faith.
Yes.
And that is, you see, the consciousness is the fundamental aspect of any living being. Because without that consciousness, they cannot ask questions or answer questions. Yes? They cannot perform experiments. They cannot think. Why? Because when you're not conscious, you can't do anything.
That's right. Thank you.
All right, no problem. What's your name?
Pierre.
Pierre?
What's your name?
I'm Hashim.
Hashim.
Yes. Very nice meeting you guys.
Nice to meet you.
And thanks for your time. All right, you take care. Yes. May Allah give them hidayah. Jazakallah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.